Good morning. Beautiful starlit frosty morning here in St Albans, Hertfordshire, England. This is Beethoven's Late String Quartet number 12, the second sort of slow movement which I find extraordinarily beautiful. The plot thickens. I keep a journal, and I've just been reviewing it, and I see I was in a town called Tukwila on the west coast of America, as one does, north of Seattle in Washington State, which curiously has a very similar sort of climate and vegetation lower down. It's got these huge mountains, Mount Baker, the other one 13,000 feet, so lots of snow up there, but down below it's got a very, well, British Columbia, I think that's right. That's Canada, isn't it? Help, I went there too, but anyway, ramble. Now, the plot thickens. So, this is what I wrote. As it happens, and the gist of it is that America is the latter-day Babylon. People will not listen. People will not hear. People will not see. America is today's Babylon. She will fall. Amen. That was written on Tuesday, the 18th of March, 2012, mid-morning. It was drizzly and I was at McDonald's in Tukwila, as it happens, as one does. So, and I'm not the only person to have spotted this. If you look up on YouTube and type in America Babylon, you get endless films about it. That awful man, the President of the United States of America, apparently a month ago said, oh, this is just a sniffle and it's all going to go away in a few days. We'll be back to business as usual. He doesn't get it, does he? Nor his followers. So they're going to have a bit of a rude awakening. America is now top of the league in the world for reported cases of coronavirus. His get-out clause is that they're testing more people, but there you go. Deaths are rising. Italy, I think, is still pretty much the highest on that list. But the two graphs of newly reported cases and new deaths are just going up like this. Poof. Straight up, virtually. Even the logarithmic scales are actually still straight up. That's the one that flattens it out. And yes, a lot of this is engendered by fear. The total worldwide cases are only over reported cases, only 500,000 plus. Deaths, I think, is 83,000 at the moment. This is nothing compared to what happened after the First World War, what they called the Spanish flu. I've heard that 50 million people died. Million. People are all comfy and cozy in the West, in their nice material comfort. You know, God's tucked away. I'm a Christian, in case you haven't gathered. Tucked away, in, if he exists at all. Ha! Yeah, what about the 2/3 of the world's population are starving or dying of disease? Who gave them a thought? Well, at least I gave them more than a thought. But what have I done about it? That's my problem. That is the cross that at times I find crucifying. And it's not just seeking to console myself, but I do console myself with the fact that Christ is in this world, has been for the best part of 2,000 years. So even with Christ in this world, look at the mess it's in. Just imagine how much worse it would have been without him. So I've just looked up Hebrews chapter 11 in the New Testament, the letter of Paul to the Hebrews. Just to get it correct. Now, faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. This is what the ancients were commended for. Amen. My gift is my faith, which I give away freely. The more you give, actually, the more you receive, curiously. If only people would listen, as with the citizens of Nineveh. I listen to the World Service, the BBC, the Radio 4, read the newspapers. I see very little mention of God. All they're worried about is their economies. Well, yes, fair enough. If you can't eat, it's a problem. Apparently there's still lots of stocks of food around, but depends how long it goes on for. If there's no labour to pick the stuff out of the fields or plant it for that matter, etc., etc., well, mankind just has to wake up, get woke, I believe is the phrase. They should get woke. And if this worldwide pandemic, this crisis, doesn't wake them up, well, then God will send another one along till they get it. I get it. Love God. The 2 commandments. Love God through Christ. Love your neighbour as yourself. Amen. I love beauty. Beauty in all its forms. For me, this music is beautiful. But beauty in human behaviour, too. The spirit of a human being. One.